Guys, I want to show you this military poncho that I carry. This is my primary source for shelter when I'm out treasure hunting most of the time. I do have other setups that I carry, but this one is so lightweight. It also comes, you can use it as a sleeping bag if you have to. And the entire kit with the cordage, the quick clips, and the tent stakes, everything in it is less than 2 pounds. Completely in the carry-in pouch. So that's one of my primary sources that I use for shelter. As you can see, the poncho liner itself, they have tie downs on every corner, and they have tie downs on the side. They match up with the tie downs on the poncho itself, and the poncho has snaps running down the side. So after you would tie all the corners together, the sides would tie into the grommets on the side of the poncho. You could roll it over and you can snap it, and you turn it into a bivy bag. It works great for sleeping. If you're sleeping out in the rain, it will help keep you dry. But anyway, we'll go outside in a moment. I'll set it up and I'll show you how I did the configuration that I use most of the time. When I do that, I got my bag all set up. All my cordage is pre-cut. It's set for the basic shelter that I set up most of the time. However, they are adjusted to do other setups if I have to. Okay guys, I finally got back to doing this video. So I'm going to show you how I set up this poncho shelter on most of my trips when I'm out and it starts raining or something. So let me get started. First off, I always start with pin down the back 2 corners. I pull it, make sure it's nice and taut. Always tie the hood up. After I do that, this is the next step I always do. I always throw this loop over this before I go any further. Next step I always do is I put the center post up. And like I said, my lines are usually all already fixed for this type of shelter. On each one of these I got a bowline knot tied on the ends of them. Kind of do the same thing on the ground stakes. Just a small, quick, easy, removable knot. Next thing I always do is I take and I'll stake out the other front 2 corners. Go back, tighten this up. So once I got the 2 back corners, front corner and the center post up, and I retightened it, I moved to the back. That's where I tied off that one line. I'll show you what I do on the back. I just put the stake into the ground. I use the pole like a tree limb. I'll pull it tight, wrap it around it. Down to the ground just like that. Okay, so I got the camera turned around. You can see there's plenty of room inside. I could put my gear in there. I could get up in there if it's raining. Most important thing is keep it nice and tight. I do have other stakes that I carry in my pack that I can use to pin backs down. But on the guide line on the back, you can see it ties onto the hood, comes up to the pole, and then the pole is anchored like a lamb. And then basically it just pulls up on the inside to give you more room inside. But that's basically how I set it up, guys. Doesn't take but maybe 4 or 5 minutes to get it set up. It works really good in an emergency situation, and it does keep the rain off you and keep you dry and keep all your equipment dry.